Then you can introduce yourself to all of us.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zubaria Zahoor and I hail from Kallar Saida, that is a tehsil of Rawalpindi district. So I was born in 1996 and since that time I have been living in my own tehsil. I got my primary education from there as well, but then after my intermediate for my university education I had to move to Texla. And from there I did my BSc in computer engineering, and after my graduation I joined the corporate sector of Pakistan, and since that time I have been working in the field of IT. So after my graduation my first job was as a team lead in an IT company, and then I had to leave that job in 2020 because of my first attempt of civil services. And then right after giving my attempt I joined another multinational IT company, and there I'm serving as a manager right now. And that's it for my educational background. And if you talk about my familial background, we are 7 siblings with me being a number 5, and all my elder siblings are working in their respective fields, primarily in the field of education. My father is a retired government servant from Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission, and as far as my interest for civil services is concerned, I have been at different leadership roles at my university and other educational institutions as well. So that gave me a motivation to be in a leadership role and make a difference in the society and do something particularly for vulnerable communities of my country, especially minorities, children, women, and senior citizens as well. And that's all for now.
You are currently working as a team lead.
So currently I'm working as a manager.
Okay. Currently you are working as a manager.
Yes, sir.
In non-tech.
Manager non-tech.
What is the function of a manager?
So manager is actually second one in the hierarchy, and the function of a manager is to manage all the operations that are going on in an organization. Manage all the workings, all the procedures that are going on, the scheduling, the QA as well, the duties, assigning the duties, and then doing the quality checking as well.
You tell me, how do you make an assessment about the performance of government? Because somebody is managing. What do you think? Is it managing, he is managing in a better way, or there are some challenges which the government is facing in the management?
Yes, sir. I believe that there are some challenges that the government is facing, and these challenges are inevitable. Every government faces these kind of challenges, but and there are some lacunas in our system as well.
What type of challenges this government is facing? Let's talk about the political scene.
So if we talk about the political challenges that this government is facing, there is a lack of consensus. And because of that lack of consensus, the primary function of the political system of a country, or the primary function of the legislative branch of a country, which is legislation, that cannot be done because of the lack of consensus. And that we just saw when the governing party presented the mini budget as well. So we would see that how there is a lack of consensus between all the political parties in our political system.
I read somewhere that the present government has a sort of a keep on going for confrontation with the opposition. Do you think this is a good policy, this confrontation policy?
No, sir. As per my knowledge of political science, I don't think this is a good policy, because for making a better political system, all the political parties in a country, they need to work in consensus for the betterment of the people, for the betterment of the people who are being ruled. So this is not a good policy to be at confrontation, to be at loggerheads all the time and not going towards the betterment.
Do you see that this government can change their policy and to bring sort of a more harmony between the opposition and the government? It is the function of the privy benches, I know.
Yes, sir.
Do you think they can do it?
Sir, I think that everything is achievable if you have the motivation or if you have the dedication to do that. But as far as the track record of this government is concerned, as for now, we haven't seen any landmark event where the government has been in harmony with the opposition. But I think there are some sane voices from both the sides that can work together to create a harmony between the two parties.
Tell us about national security policy which the government has formulated. What are the salient features?
So the national security policy of the government was formulated some days ago, and the salient features are actually to improve the security, or to actually look for the economic security of the country. So its main focus was to move from the military security to the economic security, as our stake